Welcome to the Outlet Podcast channel. My name is Gazy, and I got a new bracket today for the phone. So now you won't have to suffer low angles or what else? You won't have to suffer steering wheel camera. I like the steering wheel camera, but some people didn't like the steering wheel camera, so that's okay. Today I want to do another episode of How I Met Her. These are stories from my life, how I met my wife. Everything rhymes. So, and I do apologize. I gotta clean up. I'm like super unprofessional today. I went to work. Today's episode is about how I met. Okay, it's about this one time. We were invited. We were invited to go to Disney by this girl. Her name was I'm not telling her name. My wife. She invited me and a couple other of our mutual friends, to Disney. Remember, she had annual passes, so we were invited to go. And on our way going over there, I drove right next to her. I drove right up to the car that they were in. I was driving my own car, and I was like head banging super hard. I think I was listening to like Under Oath, one of my favorite bands. I was listening to like Under Oath and like head banging, and they were looking and laughing. She was just like, she couldn't believe it. She was like, "Oh my gosh, he's not driving safe." And one of our mutual friends, she was just laughing at me, and laughing at her reaction too. And all right, we get to, I think the first place we went to was Animal Kingdom. So we all got to Animal Kingdom. That was pretty fun. We got there, and me and a mutual friend, one of my friends, he was like, "Yo, let's do some push-ups." And so we were doing like push-ups in the Animal Kingdom. I got video. This was when I was like healthy enough to do I'm still healthy and I can still do push-ups, but I was doing massage therapy. I used to be a licensed massage therapist. So I used to be a licensed massage, so my body was a little more athletic than it is now. So that was fun. Like we did a push-up. We did like 20 push-ups for Jesus. Reps for Jesus, bro science. So yeah, I did some push-ups, and we had some fun, right? And then all of a sudden I get a phone call. And the phone call was from a band that I was in. And the band was like, "You got to come for we got a rehearsal. What are you doing over there? Get over here." And man, that sucked. To be honest, that sucked. Like really, really bad. It sucked for a myriad of reasons. One of the reasons it sucked was because I wanted to spend the day in Disney with this girl that I really, really liked. This wasn't the knee touch day. This was another day. I wanted to spend time with this girl that I really liked, and now I gotta go to band and practice with this band I'm in. That does, like, I don't know. If you always wanted to be in a band, it's awesome. It's really fun being able to play with other musicians, and it's really cool. And you look pretty cool when you're in a band. And when you could say you were in a band, that's really cool too. You get a lot of points. But I didn't want to, I was in this band. It was fun, but I didn't like the monotony. And let me explain what monotony was, because you can be like, "Oh, AC/DC, they play the same songs they've been playing for 50 years. That's not monotony." No, it's not. Because those are great hits and they're great songs. We as a band, I think we only wrote one song, and then everything else we sung other worship songs. We just put our spin to it, but our spin was restricted to C, the key of C, and the key of C sharp major. And that's what really stunk. That's what really stunk, because if I were to tell you that you can only paint a picture with red and blue, then all right, you might mix red and blue and you get purple, but there's only so much you can do with red and blue. There's only so much you can do with the key of C and key of C sharp. So yeah, man, I was pretty defeated and upset, pretty mad, but yeah. So not all stories that I have are like happy, are like happy stories. Some stories are just real. Like that's something that happened, and I was like totally, man, it sucked. It really sucked. And but I think, I don't know. But that's cool. It's cool that I wasn't a band. I would suggest to, hook up with some local musicians, go to your music stores, put down a flyer that says you just want to practice and play with people who are like-minded and talent-wise. Well, you always want to have a couple people who are better than you, so that way you can learn from them. But apart from that, that really stunk. So, I mean, it was fun, but having to say bye to this girl, I think she liked me too at that point. Like, I give myself a lot of props, and it might not seem that, it might not seem like it was that, like, she didn't like me that way yet. But I think as long as the interest was there, that's what was most important for me. As long as she looked at me that way, it doesn't matter how long. If she looked at me that way, then guess what? She looked at me. And that's what really sticks out. So, yeah, that's another story. One of many stories that I have when it comes to me and how I met her. So you like, comment, subscribe. I guess what kind of question could I ask? I guess I'll ask, like, what have you ever had a moment of responsibility that you had to, because of the responsibility you had to leave I don't know, you had football practice, so you couldn't talk to this girl or something like that? Let me know in the comments below. That's not the best question in the world, but let me know in the comments below. My name is Gazy, host of the Outlet Podcast. You can catch me on iTunes, Soundcloud, Stitcher Radio, and Blubrry. Also, my vlogs are all here on YouTube. So like, comment, subscribe, and accept the notifications so you get all the updates to all the episodes that I'm putting on. I got a number of different playlists, so there's probably something for everybody. There's something guys only. There's the About Face segment, About Face, where I just answer 50 questions about myself. There is the How I Met Her segment. The In the Beginning Was the Word book club. The Comics and Crafts section, which I lightheartedly entertain because I'm not the best artist or a crafts person. Definitely not the best. And what else? Well, if anything else, I'll let you know. Host of the Outlet Podcast, Gazy, connect and recharge.